I was walking on my college campus when someone threw a shoe at my head. I was walking on my empty community college campus alone, with AirPods blaring Olivia Rodrigo, when I felt a Birkenstock shoe hit the back of my head. I turned around and said, "What the actual F?" That's when I saw it. The guy who attacked me was standing about 20 feet away. Before I could even process what was happening, he started running at me. I didn't think, I just ran. It was hard because I was wearing UGGs and I could barely keep my balance. It was 5 p.m. in winter, which meant it was dark outside and there was no one around. I kept running between buildings trying to lose him, but every time I looked back, he was still there getting closer. His arms were moving weird, kind of stiff at the elbows, and he was making these sounds. He sounded like a dying seal, but the more I looked at him, the more it made sense. It was obvious he had autism, because my little brother had autism, and he was acting exactly like him. That's when I knew this man was in the middle of an autistic meltdown, which meant he was unpredictable. I kept running and made it behind the library, pressed myself against the brick wall, and gasped for air. My lungs were burning. Thump, thump, thump. I could hear his footsteps getting closer, slapping against the concrete. Part of me wanted to keep running, but I knew from experience that running only makes it worse. It escalates everything. You have to show them that you're not scared of them. He came around the corner and stopped about 10 feet away, and then he started talking. "You think you're so special. You think you can just throw people away like garbage. You're pathetic. You're a liar. You told him you loved him and then you just left." My stomach dropped. These weren't random insults. They were specific. He kept going. "You wore that stupid blue dress on your second date. You ordered the salmon even though you hate fish because you wanted to seem sophisticated. You cried during the movie and pretended it was allergies." I felt sick. How did he know all of this? I stared at his face, trying to see if I recognized him, but I didn't. And if I'd seen him before, I would definitely know, because he looked extremely unique. He was an albino with pale skin and green hair. There was no way I knew him, but he knew me. He made it to the part of the library where I was, but I couldn't keep running. I had to face him. I held up my hands slowly, keeping my voice calm and low, the same voice I used when my little brother got overwhelmed. "Hey, I hear you. I can tell you're really upset right now. Can you tell me your name?" He was pacing back and forth, his hands clenching and unclenching, reciting what seemed like nonsense. "You hurt my brother. You hurt him so bad." I took a deep breath and kept my voice calm and steady. "I need you to help me understand what's happening, okay? Can we just talk for a second?" I kept my body language open and non-threatening. It took almost 10 minutes before he calmed down, but eventually he did. He sat down on the ground, right there on the concrete, and put his head in his hands. "I'm sorry," he said quietly. "I'm sorry. My brother told me you were dangerous. He said you were going to hurt more people, and I had to stop you." My blood ran cold. "Who is your brother?" What he said next changed everything. "My brother is called Kirk." The name hit me like a punch to the chest. I dated Kirk for exactly 2 weeks last semester before breaking up with him because he was way too obsessive, and not in the good way. He texted me constantly. He'd get angry if I didn't respond within minutes. He'd show up at my classes without telling me. He called me 16 times in one night because I fell asleep early. I broke up with him because he scared me, and now I was standing in front of his brother, who he had somehow convinced to attack me. "Kirk sent you here," I said slowly. "He told you to find me." The guy nodded, still not looking at me. "Sometimes I have autistic meltdowns, and Kirk knows how to trigger them. I think he triggered mine on purpose and told me to attack you as revenge for breaking up with him." He said it so innocently that it broke my heart. I felt so many emotions at once. I was terrified, but I was also furious. I wasted no time in calling my dad. My dad is an ex-veteran, and he knew exactly how to teach people a lesson, especially if they threaten his daughter. Me, no one's heard from Kirk since.